human resources. It's very much a part of the groundwork, the infrastructure of any organization. Trying to recruit, keep your job descriptions up to date, keep your policies up to date, doing training. It's dealing with the people.
People should expect their leaders to listen, understand where they're at in their development, where they're at in their life.
Hi, I'm Alicia Finley, and I'm the HR Services Director for Bluestone Strategy Partners.
I am Dustin Haverkamp. I am an HR Operations Specialist at Bluestone Strategy Partners.
I'm Kirsten DeGay, and I am a Project Manager at Bluestone Strategy Partners.
So I got started in Indian Country 13 years ago when I worked on a project on the Navajo Nation. It has really driven my career choices. It's a way of giving back to Indian Country and helping support their ongoing efforts to create sustainability within their communities.
I've worked in 20 years in Indian Country, over 15 years in human resources. So I grew up with classmates who were tribal members my entire life.
I have a very deep connection with Indian Country. Growing up on the Navajo Nation has definitely built a lot of my worldviews, and it directly impacts the passion that I have for all of my projects.
Everybody on the Bluestone team has such a passion for this work, and we put 150% of heart and sweat and blood into every project. The HR team at Bluestone, our process is driven by need. When we go in to do an analysis of the HR department, we're really there to help them do their jobs better. We typically will have a kickoff call with them, talk about the scope of the project to ensure that we're all on the same page, and then send out a questionnaire. We schedule interviews with key leadership and stakeholders. Sometimes we do those on site. We've learned to get really good at doing them on Zoom. Then we get back to the office and we start identifying thematic responses. So how many people said the same thing over and over? And that tends to lead to there's a gap there, there's a need there. We do a document with findings and recommendations and an executive summary for leadership, and then we meet with them and go over that. If they are in agreement, then we create an action plan for them to implement the things that we recommended. And the implementation is really their responsibility. We often get asked, can you do the implementation? Well, we can do the implementation, but it doesn't mean as much. It's not our organization, and we really want the buy-in of whoever is going to be doing the implementation to better the organization as a whole. And then the last thing that we do is we will give a presentation, if asked, to tribal council or board. It's kind of a full circle closeout so that each step of the project has been communicated.
HR is never going to be one thing, it's going to be a multitude of things. All about improving processes for the people.
We're here to help ease that burden, not just today, but into the future.
The recommendations that we provide does impact their work and ultimately makes it easier for them.
Having the right people in place to deliver those services is ultimately what's going to help take that tribe from, making sure they have adequate services to make sure they have best-in-class services.